Hello everyone, it's Ngozi. Welcome back to my channel, Ngozi Wafor. I know it's been a while since I've had some hair content, so today I'm going to be talking about hair. I have my natural hair out. It's in a protective style. It's just the braids going down, and I've been wearing a wig over it. I've had this in for today, makes exactly 4 weeks. I'm going to use it for one more week, have it on for one more week, and then wash it out. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some things I wish I knew before going natural. I'm going to go 10. I'm going to give you 10 things I wish I knew before going natural. This video came about because of my last video I made, which was how I overcame a 15-year growth plateau, growing my natural hair, and you guys really loved it. I got about 5,000 views as of now. Thank you so much for the love. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to try and link it up here. I'm going to have it in the description box. And I talked about my natural hair woes and my journey and things that I had to go through to overcome this growth plateau that I feel like I was on. But before I get into the video, 10 things I wish I knew before I went natural, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know, and we're going to get into it. I don't want to make it boring, so I wanted to kind of go in and just do my weekly routine I do with my hair, which is just spraying it with water and just sealing the ends with Jamaican black castor oil in my hairline. These braids were a little tight. I had a little bit of hair come out. I'm going to talk about that in another video and kind of get into it in this one, but I'm just going to do a little spraying so the video is not, me just rambling and talking. So yeah, the first major tip I would give anyone before going natural, is to understand that length does not equal health and growth does not equal retention. All right, let's let that sink in. Length does not equal health and growth does not equal retention. First part, length does not equal health. I feel like in the beginning of your hair growth journey, everyone gets so obsessed with just getting your hair longer. They're not going natural. A lot of people get obsessed with just having long hair, and it's understandable. A lot of us, when our hair was relaxed, for some people it is harder to grow longer hair because your hair is chemically treated. So a lot of people look at going natural as the way to finally have the long hair that we've all desired. And while that is true, I think that can kind of be misleading, and it will also take away the fun of it. Like if you just focus on having healthy hair, if your hair is healthy, most likely it's going to get past a certain length. But when you just focus on I want my hair to grow, I want my hair to grow, I want my hair to grow, I feel like it could kind of be like, okay, it could end up just defeating the purpose. And also, growth does not equal retention. Your hair could be growing, but it's what you do in terms of the other steps I'm going to go into that's going to actually... Sorry, I'm going in with Jamaican black castor oil. I don't know if it's not focusing. Is the extra dark. I'm just gonna go on my edges. Like I said in my previous videos, if you haven't watched the one about my itchy scalp issue, I don't put any oils or anything on my scalp. I just put it on my ends, seal it, and on my actual hair and just on my hairline. So that could be misleading because a lot of people think my hair is growing, but if you're not doing the right things, your hair is gonna grow, but you're not gonna retain the length. So basically your hair is gonna break. And if your hair breaks, you're not gonna really see this hair growth that a lot of us obsess over. So that would be my first thing, to understand the difference between healthy hair, long hair, hair growing, hair breaking, and the hair staying on your head. Number two, kind of piggybacking off of keeping your hair on your hair retention, is the importance of being gentle with your hair. Okay, for a lot of people, when you're going natural, you have to understand that your hair is in a different state than when you had a perm. So your hair is not soft, like it's not straight. You can't just take a comb and comb through it. You can't just do certain things. You have to be mindful of the state of your hair. Your hair is tightly coiled. It's different. So a lot of us will just keep working our hair the same way we were working on it when we had a perm, and then you don't realize you have so much hair breakage, your hair is not growing because you're just being way too rough on it. You're combing it too hard, you're not working in sections, you're not taking your time, you're trying to get through it in 15 minutes like you would with a perm, and like, honey, you don't have a perm anymore. You can't do these things anymore. I'm sorry, it's unfortunate, it is what it is, but you have to understand that your hair is in a different state, and that you have to be gentle. So that's where protective styles come in place. And I think I'm combining this with number two, is that once you go natural, you have to understand that if you want to retain that hair, like we talked about in point number one, you have to understand the importance of protective styling. Basically, low manipulation, leaving your hair alone. A lot of people, when your hair is straight, is perm, you may be combing it every day, you may be styling it, gelling it, pressing it, When you have natural hair, you really want to see hair growth, please just leave your hair alone. I know it's hard. It could be overwhelming. You know, you want to try all these styles. You want to take it out, twist it every couple of days, do this, do that. From my experience, it doesn't help. It doesn't work. I'm not saying wear wigs 24/7. I'm going to have a separate video on that because wearing wigs is a form of protective styling. I'm just saying do styles that would not require you to touch your hair daily or even weekly. For example, my go-to style is always two-strand twist. That's my go-to style. I can twist my hair, keep it twisted for a few weeks, and then take it out after a few weeks and just keep it like that. Most I'm doing is maybe if I go out, I'm just, you know, rearranging it, spraying water on it, moisturizing it, because most likely it's going to be dry. I struggle with dry hair. But that's my go-to style. Another style, my second go-to style would definitely be just corn rolling my hair down. Some people flat twist their hair down. If you realize that corn rolling I just realized it can be a little, I had a bad experience with these cornrows. I'm going to get into that. But you know, the tension on your hairline, on your back, your nape, sometimes flat twisting may be better. So just any type of style that you could put a wig over and keep that in for a month to 2. Don't do 3 months like I did. I have a video about that. I'm going to link down below. But you know, just a month or 2, just to really make sure, you know, your hair is just left alone. You're not combing it, you're not brushing, you're not twisting, you're not doing all these things and touching your hair. That's a very, very, very important thing. Okay, that was number 2. My number 3 would be moisture. Oh, especially for the 4C girls, type hair period. But moisture, let me show you what's your best friend when you're going natural. This water. I try and do this every morning, or sometimes I just shower in the morning without a shower cap since I have braids in, just so I can get some type of water in my hair. I wish I knew this earlier, how important doing almost everything wet is. Even me, when I braid my hair down, I didn't do these braids, but when I braid my hair down in cornrows, I braid my hair down wet. I know some people blow dry it, they want it to be straighter, it's easier for them, but for me, it's like anything I can do when my hair is wet, I'm going for it. I do not want to go through that straightening. I try and put minimal heat in my hair. Water specifically. That's the type of moisture I'm really you know, alluding to. Moisture is your best friend. You have to include that in your regimens, in your wash, everything. Like, don't try and twist your hair with just a cream. No, you need water. Your hair needs to be wet. Like, to me, all those hairstyles are right after I wash my hair. Some people just wet their hair while it's dry. If they don't have, I have a scalp issue, so I usually can't do that. But make sure you understand the importance of water in terms of maintaining hair on your head, moisturizing your hair, and your hair growing. It's very important. I don't think it's something that's as important or that we mention a lot when your hair is in a chemically relaxed state. When your hair is natural, you have to make water your best friend, okay? Number 4, kind of piggybacking off of that, deep conditioners. I mentioned in my last video, I don't play with my deep conditioner. Whenever I wash my hair is also getting a regular conditioner and a deep conditioner. Those are non-negotiables. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybe, not enough time, next time, no. Maybe for people that wash their hair weekly, maybe I can understand why they may not deep it every week. But if you are someone that struggles with dryness, a 4C girl like me, I would still recommend you don't have to go under a dryer. Maybe just sit out with it for 30 minutes to an hour. Deep conditioning your hair. Deep conditioning is one of the few moments you have the opportunity to really infuse moisture back into your hair. It's so important. Like, I feel like we cannot I realized when I started deep conditioning my hair started growing. Like, you cannot, conditioning period, but specifically deep conditioner, do not skip this step. It's not worth it, sis. Do not skip it. Make sure, and also find deep conditioner works for your hair, whether it's low porosity, high porosity, whether your hair is very dry, whether your hair is on the more oily side. You know, it takes some time. You have to try a few products, figure out what works for you, but really get into the deep conditioning with every wash, and it will change your life. And piggyback off of products, number five, don't become a product junkie. I think that's what almost all naturals do. When you first get into, I want to go natural, you start watching all these YouTube videos, you get excited, you start buying a bunch of products. Product price, product name does not equal hair growth. I'll be honest, I will be real. I've watched people that use VO5, which we all know is a very inexpensive conditioner, and it done their hair wonders. Their hair is growing. When I first went natural, I felt like, okay, whatever's the most expensive, that's what's gonna work the best. Let me buy this, let me buy that, this, that. a very regular range price set of lines ended up being the best for me. So don't get all caught up in just buying a bunch of stuff. I would just say keep it simple. Have one shampoo, one conditioner, one deep conditioner, maybe a hair oil, one hair oil, and a leave-in. Keep it simple. A spray bottle that you can put water in, maybe water and conditioner, water and oils. That's it. Keep it simple. Do not get caught up in this in a hair cream. Don't get caught up in 4 hair butters and 3 hair oils and 6 conditioners and 2 deep and this reconstructive and this. No, that's not gonna make your. That doesn't guarantee you hair growth. It's more about your technique, being gentle with your hair. That's more important. Your technique and how you manipulate your hair is far more important than any products you can buy. Believe me when I tell you this. Been natural 15 years. Believe me. Do not get sucked into the hype of buying overly priced hair products just to feel as if, oh, this is going to make my hair grow quicker and faster, and it's better because it costs more. Everyone's hair is different folks, different strokes. You're going to have to go through trying products, trust me. So you don't want to go and try five expensive brand sets of products that may not work for your hair. Start with low costing drugstore to medium costing. Like, I don't know, to me low costing is anything like under $10, medium maybe like between 10 and 20, but don't spend $50 on a conditioner because you heard that it's a miracle worker and it's so great. No, start small, start with the basic stuff. And like I said, focus more on your technique. Products are overrated, trust me. They're important. I didn't say they're not important. Trust me. I said I found the deep conditioner that works miracles on my hair, that I'm still trying to find something to top it. The Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Marufa Oil. Shea Moisture sponsor me. I found that impeccable. I discussed that in my other video, but don't get too caught up too sucked into it, okay? And kind of going off of that, like I said, don't get caught up in all these products. Number 6, keep it simple. Less is more. Especially on this YouTube, you can get overwhelmed. Some people take this natural hair journey to another level. They have 20 steps, 40 products, this and that. Keep it simple. Let me tell you my simple regimen. Let's say I had a hairstyle and for a very, very long time, I'll do a pre-poo. Just regular conditioner first because my hair is dry, trying to detangle it, all that stuff. Or some people do like ACV rinses first. I've done that before, but I didn't really see much results with that. Hot oil treatments, that's like if I had like braids or something in for a very long time. Shampoo twice, go through it twice. A regular conditioner, keep that in a few minutes, really get through detangling with my fingers, try and comb it out, wide tooth comb while it's wet, wash it out. Deep conditioner, keep that in based on what it says on the back, what you feel comfortable with, whatever your time limits are. Wash that out. Leave-in, oil, cream. That's the lock method. Some people do LCO, leave-in, cream, oil. Simple. Don't get too caught up with all these steps and all these doing this and trying this and putting charcoal or aloe vera or this one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. Rice water, like I know. There's a lot of stuff out there. It can be very overwhelming. I would say if you're just starting natural or you're trying to really just start transitioning into it, just keep it very simple so you're not overwhelmed, because a lot of naturals get very overwhelmed on wash day because you have too many steps. You're doing too much. If I was doing 30 steps, I would never want to wash my hair either. It is what it is. That's just being realistic. So just keep it simple so you're not overwhelmed whenever wash day comes. Like, oh my god, I don't want to wash my hair, I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah, because you have too many steps. So number 7, I would say, is that when you do go to professionals, because I do believe in going to professionals, I'm not one of these naturals who do 100% things by myself. I don't really believe in that. I'm not a cosmetologist. I'm self-trained, so I do think there are certain things, a certain level, a certain scope when I do need professionals. For example, trimming, cutting. I would never try and trim and cut my own hair. I don't put scissors to my hair at all. I did not go to hair school. I'm not doing it. I see many people on YouTube do it. That's good for them. I'm not cutting my own hair. Coloring. I would never ever put color in my hair myself. Never. I didn't go to hair school. I didn't learn about dyeing, tinting. I'm not trained in that. I will go to a professional for any type of coloring, any chemical services. If I was to ever relax my hair, which I doubt, I would go to professional. I would not put chemicals, any type of chemical in my hair myself, things of that nature. When I watch people who don't go to professionals, they always have a horror story. Something happened, someone cut their hairline got messed up, and I totally understand it. So that's why I say my number 7 point is advocating for your natural hair. You may go to some hair professionals who are not used to you doing natural hair, may not like natural hair, don't understand it. You have to advocate. Like, you know, I don't know if you watched a viral video, an African American lady getting her hair done, I believe in Japan, and she handed them the big tooth comb. Things like that. You have to let them know, like, oh no, my hair needs to be wet doing this. Oh, the braids are too tight. Like I said, my hairstylist, she's amazing. I love the wig she makes for me, but she braids very tight. First time I went to her, I mentioned, okay, do a little softer. Second time she had to put weave in. I'm like, no, I don't put weave in my braids. That's my thing. I don't put weave in my cornrows. They're already tightened up. But she did make it a little too tight. And after like a couple of days, I'm like, oh, it's gonna go away. I'll put pictures, and I had white bumps. I had to take out these hairline braids, keep them out for a few days, because I'm like, I don't want to take it. I text her, should I just take it down? I just took out the hairline and like the back, the nape was tight, and then I rebraided these braids like a week later. And like I don't know if you guys can see at the follicles, I have some like hair coming out. Like some of my hair got pulled out. Even though I rebraided it, I kept it in for too long. So now I'm seeing, you know, when you see the hair with the little root with like tan white stuff that came right out your hair follicle, that could have been avoided if I would have advocated more. Been like, you know, and it still is happening to me 15 years down the line. I understand how uncomfortable it could be. I understand you're afraid of being rude, but no, you're not being rude. You're paying money to get your hair done. Anyone who's a professional should be happy that you're telling them what to do, or you're telling them how you want your services done. You know, you have to advocate for your hair. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. Say, this is too tight. Can you take it out and redo it? Can you use a different comb? That comb is too small. Can you wet my hair first? My hair doesn't work well with that. You know your hair. As you're doing your hair, you know how it works. So you need to advocate. No one can advocate for your hair more than you. And I think that is very, very, very important. Advocate for your hair. Next one I would say is number 8 is to trim your hair regularly. There are debates on this. Let me know down in the comment section how often you trim your hair. I'm good with twice a year. That's me. Some people say every 3 months, every day. It depends on how quickly your hair grows. It depends on the state of your ends. There's so many factors. Like I mentioned in my other video, people would say trim your hair every 2 months. If you trim your hair every 2 months, your hair is not going to grow. Like how much is your hair growing to be trimming an inch or two every 2 months? If you are transitioning, it may be different. You're just trying to get rid of ends as quick as possible. So you may be doing cuts more often. That's totally understandable. But don't neglect trimming your hair, because your hair could be growing out from your roots, which you all know. But if your ends are splitting, they keep splitting up, splitting up, splitting up. And if you're not trimming your hair regular enough, even though your hair may be growing, you're going to have to just cut off more at the end, and you're not going to retain that length. That all goes under hair retention. If your hair could be growing, but if you're not trimming as often as you need, you're not going to retain length. Don't neglect trimming your hair. Number 9 may sound a little cliche, but stay healthy. Like, these things matter. I'm telling you, like, I've gone through so much. I have a video about how I gained like 100 pounds, and at a point I had patches of my hair falling out. If you're super stressed, it's gonna affect your hair growth. If you're not eating properly, not exercising, it's gonna affect your hair growth. If you have vitamin deficiencies, it's gonna affect your hair growth. You know, take your vitamins, even if it's just a multivitamin. You know, all these things matter. That's why hair, skin, and nails vitamins, I'm not gonna mention any brands, they've gotten so big because people see results. Like, they can help with hair growth, you know. Like, so most of us eat a standard diet. We lack a lot of nutrients in our day-to-day foods unless we go out of our way to really implement certain food groups. But if you're eating the standard, especially Western, I'm in America diet, you're going to be lacking a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals. So to definitely take your vitamins, drink water, sleep, take care of your body, you know, maintain, control your stress levels, and trust me, it will definitely have a positive impact on your hair growth. And then last but not least, number 10, don't obsess over hair growth. I mentioned that in the first part, but it was more about, you know, growth versus retention. But this is number 10 for those going natural. What I wish I knew before going natural: do not obsess over hair growth. Like, it takes away the fun. It takes away from the process. Just do what you need to do. Keep this simple. Do the basics. Don't get too many. Everything ties into this. Trim regularly. Don't get caught up in products. You know, be gentle on your hair. You know, understand your hair. Advocate for it. With all these things, if you do number 1 through 9, take your vitamins, you won't have to obsess over hair growth. Your hair will grow, and you will see length. Trust me, you will be like, wow. But you have to follow these steps. Do not obsess over growing your hair. Just, you know, take pictures here and there. People say pictures are a great way. Like, showed my pictures how I realized, wow, my hair really grew. But don't obsess over it. Put it away. Don't think about it too much. Do the basics. Have your basic 5 to 10 hair products, few combs, a Denman brush, bristle brush, wide tooth comb. Keep it so simple. I'm telling you, do not go break the bank because you're going natural. It's not necessary. It's not. Keep it simple. Don't obsess over hair growth. Your hair will grow. Do the things you need to do. Follow these 9 steps and you will be shocked. You will be amazed. Keep it simple. If you want to try the new craze every here and there, combo, aloe, this, that, Chevy powder, I'm going to try a few of those coming up. I'm going to let you guys know. Just my hair hasn't really been out, so I don't want to put all this stuff in my hair with braids, and I see people doing it, but I just feel like it's a little weird. Like, I want my actual hair to be out before I try all those things. So yeah, don't obsess over hair growth. Do the things you need to do. Forget about your hair. Just do it. Take care of it, and you'll see it's like weight loss. All these things, like obsessing never helps. Just do the things you just do. Keep it simple, and you'll see the results. So let me know how you feel about my 10 tips, 10 things I wish I knew before going natural. Nobody told me. YouTube was just opening there. I was in high school, didn't really know much. So for all those going natural or are in the process of transitioning or who have natural hair, you can all benefit from this. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video with everyone you know. And let's chat in the comment section below. See you next time. Bye.